Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ya Rabbi lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Alhamdulillah. Allahumma rabbana lakal hamdu bima khalaqtana wa razaqtana wa hadaitana wa farajta anna. Allahumma lakal hamdu bil iman wa lakal hamdu bil islam وَلَكَ الْحَمْدُ بِالْقُرْآنِ أَمَّا بَعْدُ فَأَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ بِسْمِ اللَّهِ الرَّحْمَنِ الرَّحِيمِ رَبِّ اشْرَحْ لِي صَدْرِي وَيَسِّرْ لِي أَمْرِي وَاحْلُلْ عُقْدَةً مِّن لِّسَانِي يَفْقَهُوا قَوْلِي رَبِّ زِدْنَا عِلْمًا اللهم فقهنا في الدين اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا وعملا متقبلا ورزقا طيبا اللهم ثبتنا عند الموت بلا إله إلا الله اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد. Alhamdulillah, lesson number 25, which is all about negation. So far, whatever we learn in Jumla Ismiya, Jumla Feiliya, we were all talking about positive sentences which does not have any negation. But today, inshallah, we are going to learn how to negate sentences. So in both Jumla Ismiya and Feiliya, we can negate, and there are different tools that are used in Jumla Feiliya. There are some unique tools to use, and same thing in Jumla Ismiya. We have some different tools to use. So today we are going to learn about them. So Jumla Feiliya, the tools of negation for Jumla Feiliya are different based on the tense of the sentence, and it is possible to negate past, present, and future tenses. So we are able to, like in grammar, we are able to negate all these times, past, present, and future. So for the past tense, we have two tools. One is lam plus mudariya. We are aware of that. We learn about that. In lam lamma wal falli. So what happened when that lam come with fail mudariya, but it give the meaning to the in the past. So that is one tool to negate, even though this is the present tense, but the translation is in the past. So that's why we are categorizing in that past tense negation. Then another tool is ma plus madi. So we are going to just add ma with the past tense, and this is how we can negate. So let's see the example of lam first. So lam yakum minas sajidin. So lam came, and we have fail mudariya with it. And translation, we are doing he was not. He was not. So that is past tense. He was not minas sajidin, among those who prostrated. It's talking about Iblis. So this is lam. So lam is going to come with fail mudariya, and we know that this is going to make fail mudariya majzoom, the lightest form. Then we have another tool, which is ma, and we are going to just put ma with past tense, and this is how it's gonna look. Ma kana minal mushrikeen. And the translation, you guys can see, it says no, he was not among those who committed shirk. So where this no is coming from, this extra no, this is extra strong negation, this is coming from ma. So that means ma is a stronger negation than lam. So ma is stronger, and whenever we have ma and past tense, this is negation, and we are going to add no in it, or we can add at all at the end. So this is how we are going to show the strongest negation for the ma. So again, for the past tense, we have two tools. One is lam plus mudariya, and lam plus mudariya, we know that lam is going to make fi'l mudariya majzoom, and the translation is going to be in the past tense. And then we have ma plus madi, and ma plus madi, this is the stronger negation than lam. So this is one thing. And now, so that was our past tense, and now see present tense. So for present tense, again, we have two tools, and this is la and ma. So again, we have la plus mudariya, and then we have ma plus mudariya. And again, the same thing, ma is going to be stronger in here. So we need to keep in our head that ma, when it comes to negation, ma is the stronger than any other tools. So the la that is used to negate fi'l mudariya is called la nafiya. We already talked about that. He does not affect fi'l in any way. And do not confuse it with the la nahiya. So which one is la nahiya? The one that make fi'l mudariya majzoom. And this is the forbidding la. So forbidding la is la nahiya, and this la that we are just for regular negation, that is called la nafiya. And same is ma nafiya. Ma nafiya differs from la nafiya in that it is used for refutation. So this is like, for example, someone is kind of debating about something, and then we are going to use this ma and saying no, 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 this is the way it is. So this ma nafiya is used for refutation. Okay, so now let's see some example over here. La yu'minuna billahi wal yawmil akhir. They do not. So la came and yu'minuna. So there is no change in our fi'l mudari over here. So this is our la nafiya. Okay, they do not believe in Allah and the last day. Simple and easy. Then example with ma is wama yadurrunaka min shay'in. So again, ma came, and the translation you can see extra no over here. No, they will not harm you at all. And now you guys can see the translation is in the future tense, because we know that fi'l mudariya can be used for future. Okay, because it is talking about future. So we are going, so the context of the ayah can help us out that how we are going to translate when we are translating fi'l mudariya, because it can be present, like using for the present, or it could be used for the future. So again, ma and la are used for present tense. Now, future negation. Future, we learned that there are some particles that comes along with they get attached with the fi'l, like seen and sofa, and that is clearly obvious that this is for the future. But even over here, there wasn't any seen and sofa. Still, and the translation was, they will not harm. Wama yadurrunaka min shay'in, they will not harm you at all. So for future, what tool we are going to use? For future, we are going to use lan. So lan is the only way to negate explicitly the future tense. Lan is the unique tool for the future tense. Recall that it occurs with fi'l mudariya and it makes it mansoob. So lan nasbira ala ta'amin. So it should be lan, the regular is nasbiru, but lan nasbira because of this lan. So lan nasbira ala ta'amin, we will not endure one type of food. This is Bani Israel talking to Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. So note that lamma is also used for negation. So another tool is lamma. So we have lan, we already know this lan, so no need to go in detail. Then we have lamma. Lamma is also used for negation. It is not associated with particular tense and translate as not yet. So that means lamma can come with the past tense and lamma can come with present tense. There is no restriction for lamma. And when it comes with the past tense, the translation is when. And when it is coming with fi'l mudariya, the translation is not yet. And not yet is kind of giving us a hint or reference for the future. So it occurs with fi'l mudariya and makes it majzoom. Because we know in lam lamma wal falli, right? So these are the particles that makes fi'l mudariya majzoom, and lamma is one of them. So walamma yudkhilil imanu fi qulubikum. That should be qulubikum. So faith has not yet entered your hearts. So basically walamma yudkhil, this is yudkhil, but due to the fluency, because yudkhil and then al imanu, that is kind of breaking the fluency. So that's why instead of spoon for the fluency, the kasra came over here. Walamma yadkhulil imanu fi qulubikum, meaning the faith has not yet entered your hearts. So this is a few tools again for what were the tool for our past tense. For the past tense, we have lam and ma. Okay, lam, even though it is used for, with fi'l mudariya, but it gives the meanings of the past. So that's why we are going to consider in the past category. So lam, and then we have ma. So lam and ma is for the past, and then we have la and ma for the present, and for the future we have lan and lamma. So let's see some examples over here now. It says tuqbalu tawbatuhum. So first of all, we need to find out what tense it is. Satuqbalu. So seen is extra. I told you guys seen, sofa, and they can get attached to the verb, right? So, and to the fi'l. So whenever seen and sofa come, we should know that it is going to follow by a fi'l. So satuqbalu, now seen is extra. Now tuqbalu. So to beginning is telling me, and then tuqbalu, it's not tuqbilu. Basically it should be aqbala yuqbilu. So this is aqbala, regular is aqbala, like aslama family, aqbala yuqbilu. So this is the regular one, but when it comes to anta, it should be tuqbilu. So tuqbilu become tuqbalu, which should remind you something, yesterday's lesson. So this is our passive. So this is our present passive. Okay, so felun mudariun lil majhul, and the naib file is anta, and then why not anta or here, right? And tawbatuhum, this tawbatuhum should tell us that why this is here. Basically this is not anta, this is here. Okay, and tawbatu, because of tawbatu, this is here, because tawba is feminine. it is Tawbah. If you guys see Tawbah, it has ta marbuta, right? So because of Tawbah, it is used. Tuqbalu, hiya version is used. So nai file is huwa, or rather I should say nai file is tawbatu. Tawbatuhum. So this idafa fragment is the nai file for hiya. So soon their tawbah will be accepted. Soon their tawbah will be accepted. So this is the translation. Soon their tawbah will be accepted. Now we have to negate it. So seen is giving away that this is future tense. So we can apply these two, lan and lamma. So lan, when lan gonna come to fi'l mudari, what gonna happen? In unlearn, unlearn likai is hatta, right? So this is fi'l mudari particle that makes fi'l mudari mansoob. So this is harfu nasiba. So lan is harfu nasiba, and lan tuqbala. So that's why you're gonna have tuqbala. So we have to make fi'l mudari mansoob, and then tawbatuhum is our naifal again because it is still majhul. So lan tuqbala tawbatuhum is one option, and how we can do other way? Lamma, we can also use lamma. Lamma tuqbal tawbatuhum. Now lamma is going to make it majzoom. So that's why you're gonna see lamma tuqbal tawbatuhum. Okay, so their tawbah is not being accepted yet. Their tawbah is not being accepted yet. Then we have another example, yu'minuna billahi wal yawmil akhir. So simple, this is our present tense. So we can use la and ma. So we can say la yu'minuna billahi wal yawmil akhir. Or we can say ma yu'minuna billahi wal yawmil akhir. When we say ma yu'minuna billahi wal yawmil akhir, it is like a refutation. So we are kind of, there is some debates, there is some discussions, there is some argument, and we are saying no, no, no. They do not believe in Allah and on the day of judgment. And since the present tense can be used for future too, so having keep that in our head, we can also use lan and lamma. So when I use lan, then what's gonna happen? I have to make this yu'minuna mansoob. So I'm gonna say lan yu'minu. So I have to drop this noon to make it mansoob. Lan yu'minu billahi wal yawmil akhir. And if I'm using lamma, and how we're gonna translate? Lan yu'minuna billahi wal yawmil akhir. They will not believe in Allah and on the day of judgment. And when I say use lamma, so then again I have to make it majzoom now. Lamma yu'minu billahi wal yawmil akhir. They did not accept it. They did not believe in Allah and on the day of judgment yet. Not yet. Okay, something like that is going to be the translation. Then we have amanu billahi wal yawmil akhir. So amanu is our past tense. I don't see any anita beginning or anything. So, and wow is giving away because this is how a past tense end. So amanu, they believed billahi in Allah wal yawmil akhir. So this is our past tense. Now for the past tense we have ma, or we have lam, but for lam we need present tense. So it's already past tense, so choice is left only that we can use ma. So ma amanu billahi wal yawmil akhir. Again ma came, so in the translation there should be something no, or at the end you can say at all. So this is how our translation should go. Ma amanu billahi wal yawmil akhir. No, they did not believe in Allah and on the day of judgment at all. Okay. Then we have another example here. Yas'alun an-nasa. Yas'alun an-nasa, they ask people or they will ask people. Depend where that part of sentence belongs to, right? So the context can help. So they ask people or they will ask people. So having keeping that in our head, we can kind of 4 choices we have. We can say la yas'aluna an-nasa. Okay, simple. They do not ask people. Ma yas'aluna an-nasa. No, they did not ask people at all. Then I can say lan yas'aluna an-nasa. They will not ask people. Then lamma yas'aluna an-nasa. They did not ask people yet. Okay, so these are the choices. Then we have qalu kalimatal kufri. So qalu is our fi'l madi, and we have only one choice then. So ma qalu kalimatal kufri. Ma qalu kalimatal kufri. No, they did not ask. So they did not say any words of kufr at all. So something like that it should be. Then we have sanu'minu laka. So again, seen is kind of giving the meaning of future. Sanu'minu, soon we will be, nu'minu, we will believe, laka, upon you. So soon we will believe on you, like maybe support you in that sense. So la, we can use la over here, and then in that case we have to, I forgot over here, we need to drop this scene, right? We cannot keep this scene when we are adding these particles. So same gonna happen over here. I'm gonna say la nu'minu laka or ma nu'minu laka, or I can say lan nu'mina laka. They will not believe you. They will not believe at you. Lama nu'minu. Lamma, sorry. So lamma nu'min laka. We will not they. Sorry, I'm translating they. This is nahnu. Lamma nu'minu laka. We will not believe at you yet. Or yeah, we will not believe at you yet. Or we didn't believe it. No, we cannot say did. So lamma, not yet. We will not believe at you yet. I don't know how we're gonna go with that, but this is how we have to bring not yet. Okay, we did not believe at you yet. Yeah, that makes sense. We did not believe at you yet. Okay, so that was it. So again, one more time, for the past tense we have lam and ma, but for the lam, when we are using, we need to have fi'l mudariya present over there. If there is no fi'l mudariya, if there is madi, then basically we have only choice of ma then. So then for the future, we have la and ma. Sorry, for the present tense, we have la and ma. And for the future, we have lan and lamma. Okay, and since present tense can be used for the future too, so that's why I put all kind of 4 choices at some places, because that can happen. Okay, that was all about Jumla Fe'liya, how to negate Jumla Fe'liya. So now we are going to talk about how to negate Jumla Ismiya. That is very interesting. So in Jumla Ismiya, what's gonna happen? Again, we have 2 tools. We have ma and we have laysa. Okay, so we have ma and we have laysa. So these are the two tools we can use for Jumla Ismiya, but there are certain rules for that. So what are the kind of rules? We will have ma, which is again, this is ma nafiya. After ma nafiya, we will have mubtada, which is going to be rafa in status. And then we need to have a khabar over there. And this khabar is supposed to be rafa in status, so far we learned. But today we are going to learn that this ma and laysa, they are going to have a khabar which is going to be nasab in status. Okay, so this is very unique and new for us, but it's not that hard to grab, inshallah. So look at the example. Al-Muslimu salihun. So the Muslim is righteous, or the Muslim is good. Okay, so this is our Al-Muslimu is our mubtada, salihun is our khabar, simple sentence. Now, if I want to negate with ma, I need to say mal muslimu. So see, I'm not saying ma al-muslimu, rather I would say mal muslimu. What happened? Whenever we have al, so this alif is kind of not going to be pronounced. Whenever something comes before this alif that we put with any ism, that al, and this is called hamzatul wasal. Hamzatul wasal means the hamza that get assimilated, like we cannot pronounce whenever something comes before it. So ma came before it, so I'm gonna say mal muslimu salihan. So now I cannot say salihun anymore. Mal muslimu salihan, basically that was our khabar. Salihun was our khabar. Now Salihan is still khabar, but this is nasab in status. And the translation is the Muslim isn't righteous. Then another example, if I say hum muslimuna, the translation is they are Muslims. So hum is our mubtada and muslimuna is our khabar. Hum muslimuna, they are Muslims. But now I want to negate. So that would be ma hum. So ma will come, and hum is still, this is our mubtada. And now muslimun, I cannot say muslimuna anymore. I need to make it mansoob. So that will become muslimina. Muslimuna, muslimina, muslimina. If you remember when you were very young, you memorized that muslimuna, muslimina, muslimina. So this is what it is. Okay, so ma hum muslimina. They are not Muslims. Okay, now that was the one way. Now there, that is basically, you can say, one level of. So basically over here, ma hum muslimuna, you're saying no, exclamation mark, no, they are not Muslim. That was one level of emphasis. Now today you are going to learn many level of emphasis. So look over here. Now al-muslimu salihun can be also negated with adding ba. So over here we said mal muslimu salihan, the Muslim isn't righteous. This is one level of like negation. Now I'm gonna add more level of negation over here. What I can do, I need to just add ba with it. So I would say al-muslimu salihun, that can become mal muslimu bi salihin. Bi salihin. So what happened now to this our khabar? First it became nasab over here, and now this ba came, and this is kind of became jar. Okay, and this ba is kind of giving more emphasis, and it is saying at all, at all, at all. Okay, mal muslimu bi salihin, that Muslim is not righteous at all, at all, at all. that kind of like implication is coming with this ba. Okay, and ba again, ma and ba together, it's like a refutation. There was a big argument, there was a big discussion, and then this ba and ma is kind of refuting it, telling that no, this is the way, this is the fact. And same thing we can do with laysa. So again, when we have to negate jumla ismiya, we can have laysa. After laysa, we need to have a mubtada, which is going to be marfu. And then we need to have a khabar, but this khabar is going to be mansoob. Same like this ma. And again, if we want to add one more level of negation, so then again, we can add ba with it, and then khabar will become majroor, and that will add one more level of negation over there. For example, laysa mean he is not. Laysal muslimu salihan, the Muslim is not salih, the Muslim is not good. And now, if I want to add one more level of negation, I can say laysal muslimu bi salihin, the Muslim is not good at all. But this laysa, this is not used for refutation. So this is kind of simple. We are saying Muslim is not, this Muslim is not righteous at all, but this is not like a refutation. Refutation comes only with ma. So more example over here. Mar rajulu musliman. So this man is not Muslim. So again, I'm gonna start with no. No, this man is not Muslim. Okay, so this is the refutation with ma is coming. Mar rajulu bi muslimin. No, the man is not Muslim at all. So this is how it is. Then laysa come, laysa rajulu musliman, the man is not Muslim. Simple negation. Laysa rajulu musliman, the man is not Muslim. Now laysa rajulu bi muslimin, the man is not Muslim at all. Okay, but still this laysa sentence is not that emphatic as the ma is. Okay, one more thing we need to note, that even though we are saying that when ma came, this Musliman, this khabar became nasab, but still we are going to label it khabar, obviously. Over here, mar rajulu bi muslimin, this is jar majroor. Okay, so this is the only case when this jar majroor, which we are supposed to say mbk, but not in that case. We are still going to call or label this bi muslimin as khabar. Okay, so this is the point to be noted. So in that case, whenever we have ma of negation and this ba came, this is called ba zaida. Okay, ba zaida, like this ba comes, it's not affecting anything. The role of the ism is still the same. And this Muslim was khabar before, and even though this ba came, and it is still khabar over there. So it is not kind of changing any role of this ism. And when I say ba zaida, that doesn't mean that there is something extra, because for zaida, we kind of think that, okay, there is something extra. So we are not talking about that there is something extra or nauzbillah, worthless in Quran Pak. Zaida mean like it is kind of something that is kind of giving a new shade to the sentence. So we have many, we have min zaida, we have ba zaida, we have many harf that are called zaida, but that they increase the shade of meaning. They kind of increase the beauty of the ayah, we could say. So do not take zaida as a meaning of something extra. So that point to be noted. Okay, so MBK, even though B Muslimin look like this is MBK, ba came, but since this is not ba of harfujar, rather this is ba zaida, so that's why we are still kind of label this B Muslimin as khabar. Okay, so we need to kind of remember that point. Now, something about Laysa. Yes, tomorrow, inshallah, we are going to talk more about Laysa, and actually we are going to talk about Kana, and Kana is kind of sister of, Laysa is the sister of Kana. So we are going to talk all about these couple of different family of sisters who kind of behave same, and they are kind of little different or unique in Arabic grammar. So inshallah, today you are going to listen to what we are doing today, and inshallah tomorrow's lesson is going to kind of deeper your understanding of it. So Laysa is basically, this is, we call it fail madi. So Laysa is fail madi, and we call it naqisun. We call it naqis. Naqis mean like it has a deficiency. Okay, so now if you see Laysa mean, the translation of Laysa is not. Okay, so it's not conveying the complete message, because fail is supposed to be a complete sentence. When I say akala, it means he ate, so it is a complete sentence. But when I say laysa, it is not a complete sentence, right? So that's why it is called fail naqis. And if you guys remember that we said that there is no is in Arabic grammar, right? But we have word for is not in Arabic grammar, which is laysa. Okay, so laysa is fe'lun madin naqisun, and we call it fail madi naqis, but when it comes to labeling, when laysa come to a sentence, we label it as jumla ismiya. That is weird, but this is how it is. Okay, so we will see inshallah, and it's not that hard concept, you will get it inshallah. So we are going to conjugate laysa, so let's see how it works. So huwa laysa, huma laysa, alif gona, because this is huma, we all know now in alhamdulillah. So huma laysa, and whom, for whom we need to add waw, so it will become hum laysu. Then hiya laysat, okay, nasarat, hiya laysat, huma laysata, and now hunna is lasna. What happened at hunna? Basically, we have laysa, and what is the requirement of hunna, if we remember? So laysa is like that, and then for hunna we need to add noon, and hunna's condition was that I want sukoon on the letter before me, so that means we need to drop this fatha, and we need to bring a sukoon over here. That is the requirement. Now what happened? We have sukoon over here, we have sukoon over here, and sukoon over here. So two sukoons cannot get together in Arabic grammar. This is the rule. When we will do sarf, you will see that happening a lot. So two sukoons will never get together in Arabic grammar. So what happened? We need to drop this this letter over here completely, and now we do not have ya over here. Rather, we have only la, sin. Okay, and sin has koon, and this na I'm gonna add over here. So this is how it become lasna. Okay, so hunna become lasna, and after hunna, it's easy. We need to just add ta, tuma, tum, ti, tuma, tunna, tu, and na. So this is what it happened. So this is how we conjugate Laysa. So Laysa has all 14 pronouns. So now look some more example over here. So we have anta mu'minun. So this is our positive sentence. Anta mu'minun, you are a mu'min. So this anta is our mubtada, mu'minun is our khabar. And now I want to bring Laysa. So what is the equivalent pronoun we are going to get? Anta would be lasta, right? So I cannot do anta and then Laysa mu'minan. We can do that. Or we cannot do, if it was anta mu'minun, it was like that, right? So we cannot just say, okay, Laysa, we can put over here, Laysa anta mu'minun. We can't do that. What we need to do, we need to bring the equivalent pronoun, which is lasta. So I'm gonna put lasta over here. Lasta mu'mi. And then can I say mu'minun? Nope. We need to make it mu'minan. I need to make it mansoob. So lasta mu'minan. And now if I want to add another level of negation, then I can say lasta bi mu'minin. You are not mu'min at all, at all. Lasta bi mu'minin, you are not mu'min at all. Then another example, hunna mu'minatun. These ladies are mu'minat. Now hunna, where is our hunna? Lasna. So lasna, can I say mu'minatun now? No, I need to make it mansoob, mu'minatin. And then another level of negation, lasna bi mu'minatin. These ladies are not mu'min at all, mu'minat at all. So this is how it works. And again, how we are going to label is bi mu'minatin is still going to be labeled as our khabar. And this lasna is going to be our mubtada. This lasta is our mubtada and bi mu'minin is our khabar. So this is how it's going to work. Okay, now about ba zaida. The ba is used for extra emphasis. It is considered zaida for extra, meaning that is present, meaning that its presence does not change the role of the word in the sentence. It is only there for emphasis. The variation without the ba translate as not, while the variation with the ba translation not at all. So whenever ba gonna come, we need to say not at all. So grammatically, the ba is grammatically ba is from harfu jar, but because it is zaida, it does not create mutalik bil khabar. The khabar with the ba on it is still considered as khabar. This is the one of the few cases in which jar majroor in jumla ismiya is not considered a mutalik bil khabar. Okay, then ma is used for refutation or in the in the context of debate. Laysa is used for plain negation. One way to capture this in translation by using no at the beginning of the sentence. So whenever you have ma sentence, ma nafiya sentence, you are going to start with no. Okay, because this is kind of refutation. It is meant to. Then laysa is odd type of fi'l madi. This means that it conjugates and can have inside pronoun. We saw that when negating sentence that has a pronoun as a mubtada. For example, we had anta mu'minan example. So the pronoun no longer appears as an independent pronoun. Rather, it appears as a damir mustatir, like we brought lasta. So the ma, on the other hand, cannot conjugate, nor can it carry a pronoun. So ma does not get conjugate. This is the laysa, because laysa is a kind of fail considered. It also remains the same. So look, some example over here. Haza basharun. This is a mortal man. Ma haza basharun. This is not a mortal man. Ma haza bi basharin. Actually, we need to add no over here. No, this is not a human mortal. Ma haza bi basharin. This is not at all a human mortal. Laysa haza basharan. This is not human mortal. Laysa haza bi basharin. So then some example with the pronoun hum sawaun. They are equal. Ma hum sawaun, they are not equal. Ma hum bisawa'in, they are not equal at all. Laysu sawa'an, they are not equal. Laysu bisawa'in, they are not equal at all. Laysu sawa, this is used even in the Quran Pak for some Bani Israel. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that not all Bani Israel was kind of like wrongdoers, but some were very righteous. So in this word is used over there. Then we have over here more example. Hum min al khasirina. Now this is something different. Whom, they are min al khasirin, they are from the losers. Now we have whom, which is our mubtada, and now min al khasirin is our MBK. So how do we negate this sentence now? Only one way we have now. We cannot add ba to it. So only choice we have is ma hum min al khasirin. Why we cannot add ba? Because ba need khabar to attach, and we do not have khabar in this sentence. We have MBK, and MBK already there is jar majroor, right? And the ba is harfu jar too. So how it going to attach to any harf, right? So ba need what? Ba need ism to attach. So you can think that way. So that's why whenever we do not have khabar in our negation, then we cannot add ba with it. So then only choice is ma hum min al khasirin. So laysu min al khasirin, same thing, we cannot add ba over here. Laysu min al khasirin, they are not from the losers. Okay, I hope that is making sense. So now let's see some examples over here. Okay, now negate the following sentences all possible ways. So hiya mu'minatun, this is our mubtada and this is our khabar. So we can say ma hiya mu'minatan. See, I have tan over here, and I can say ma hiya bi mu'minatin. Okay, so ba came, and now it is jar, but still this is our khabar, this is our khabar. Then laysat, for here I need to bring laysat mu'minatan or laysat bi mu'minatin. Okay, so again laysat, this is our mubtada, and mu'minatin is our khabar. Again, this is our mubtada, and bi mu'minatin is our khabar. Ma hum min al khasirin. Okay, so we just did that. Ma hum min al khasirin. So this min al khasirin is our MBK, and this ma nafiya, and this hum is our mubtada, and we cannot attach ba with it. Another way we can do hum min al khasirin, we can say laysu min al khasirin. So these are the two choices we have with this sentence. Then we have ad-darsu tawilun. Okay, so this is our mubtada, tawilun is our khabar. Mad-darsu tawilan. Okay, so this is our mubtada, this is our khabar. Mad-darsu bi tawilin. So when we add ba, this is our khabar, and bi tawilin. Laysu darsu tawilan, laysu darsu bi tawilin. Then we have ummuhu min Misra. His mother is from Misr. Ma ummuhu min Misra. Why Misra? Why not Misri? Because this is partly flexible. Name of places are partly. So this is our min Misri is our MBK, and that's why we cannot have ba. Ma ummuhu min Misra, laysa ummuhu min Misra. So this is how it's going to work. Then we have, we already talked about absolute categorical negation. This is another unique way to kind of negate something. And you can see in Quran Pak a lot happening. So let's see some example of absolute categorical negation. What is that? Absolute categorical negation is another type of negation that is unique in Jumla Ismiya. So that is going to happen in Jumla Ismiya only. It gives the meaning there is absolutely no. This type of sentence is made up of la. So we're going to have la, and this la is going to be called la nafiyatu lil jins. La nafiyatu lil jins. And how we are going to recognize this la nafiyatu lil jins? That we are going to have a light ism after it. So you're going to have a light ism, meaning the ism cannot have the mean after that. And this ism is going to be mansoob, and it is going to followed by jar majroor. So these are the clues how we can find out this la nafiyatu lil jins. So let's see some example over here. La ikraha fid dini. This is Surat Baqarah. There is absolutely no compulsion in the religion at all. You can add over here. Okay, so there is absolutely no compulsion in the religion. This when this law come, that means there is no exception at all. Okay, one thing is like I gave example previously in I think lesson 3 or 4 we did that if some child come to me and ask me for my phone. Okay, let's say my niece comes and asks for my phone, and I will say first no, but if she is crying, my heart would be softened and I'm gonna give it to her. But imagine if she asked me for a knife, then this is a big no. There is no way I'm gonna give it that knife to that little girl, right? So this is kind of absolute, you can think that way. So when this absolute negation come, then there is no exception. So La ikraha fid din, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that in religion there is no compulsion at all. We cannot force any people to come to the deen. Deen is a kind of a matter of heart. Okay, it is between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the hearts. So we cannot compel people to come. They should come to, we need to adopt be a role model. We need to adopt the behavior that they see that how beautiful this religion is in the Islam, and they should come by their heart. We cannot force people. Then it says, La sharika lahu, he has absolutely no partner. Okay, so there is no exception at all. La sharika. So after la, you see sharika, okay, and you see lahu jar majroor. So this is kind of all clues are kind of fulfilling over here. So la sharika lahu. So this is our absolute no. La ikraha, absolute no. La raiba fihi. Very first ayah of the Quran, Zalikal Kitabu la raiba fihi. There is absolutely no doubt in this book. And this is so beautiful. This ayah can be see 6 different way, can be translated in 6 different way because of all these grammatical beauties. And one way is that there is no doubt that this is a book. There is no doubt that because next it says la raiba fihi hudal lil muttaqin, no doubt about it that it has guidance for the muttaqin, and no doubt about it that this is a book, the right one, like without any falsehood. It has all facts, like all the commands and Sharia of from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So there is no doubt that there is any harm or there is any falsehood in this book. So la raiba fihi. So this is la nafiya. So again, you see la, then you see raiba. So this is nasab, it is light, and then after that you have fihi, jar majroor. So this is our absolute negation over there, la nafiyatu lil jins. So remember this la, and you need to, whenever you are reading Quran Pak, you need to keep your eyes open for all these whatever we are learning, and especially la nafiya. So now another example over here, la bay'un fihi. So la bay'un fihi. There is no bargaining in it. So now you see bay'un. So that means this is not la nafiyatul lil jins, even though it has fihi after that. But bay'un, since this is not light, it is heavy. So this is our simple la nafiya. Okay, and the whole ayah is over here. Ya ayyuhallazina. This is beautiful ayah. That's why I put over here. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, O believers, anfiku, you all spend. So this is command. Anfiku, you spend. Mimma, minma. So mimma is basically min. Min is little bit, whatever. Min, from, a part of it. Okay, mimma, ma, whatever. Razaqnakum, we have provided you. So at first place, whatever we have is provided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the Razik. He has given us. So whatever He has given us, we need to give a little bit out of it. Min qabli, before an ya'tiya, it comes yawmun, a day, la bay'un, there is no trading. Like after that, you don't have to give away anything. La bay'un fihi, there is no, absolutely no sorry, not absolutely, there is not going to be any kind of trading over there, but see, it says bay'un, it's not bay'a. So maybe there is some exception. Maybe there is going to be some trading over there, maybe the trading of our good deeds. As we know from the hadith that we have to like compensate our whatever wrong we did with the people. So we have to compensate with our good deeds. So maybe that trading it is referring to. So la bay'un fihi, so there is some exception in it. Wala khullatun, and no friendship is going to work on that day. But it's not khullata, khullatun. Okay. So if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose someone to if you know, remember this hadith that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will want someone who is end up in hellfire, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want this person to come out from the hellfire, then he is going to put in his friend's heart that where is that person. So, and then this person is Jannah already, his friend. So this person is going to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because at first place Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put in his heart to ask. So he is going to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that where is that person? I'm missing that person. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say that, okay, this person is end up in hellfire. And then this person is going to request Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if I will be like enjoying better if he is with me or she is with me. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can bring this person out of his mercy from the hellfire. So this is I'm making up a clue. I have no idea. Allahu alam. But this is what I was thinking when I was reading. But because it is not khullat and it's not absolute, but there is some exception over here. Then it says wala shafa'atun. So shafa'atun, again we know that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is going to do shafa. Even the Quran is going to do shafa for you. Okay, we know about Surat Mulk, that whoever recited Surat Mulk every before go to bed every night, and they beautified it, they kind of acted upon it, and they memorize it, then what's gonna happen? This Surat Mulk is going to do shafa for that person on the day of judgment, and even it is going to save you from from a punishment of grave. So Surat Mulk is beautiful surah. So if we really want to save ourselves from the punishment of hellfire, we need to do some effort. We need to memorize Surat Mulk. And even Surat Ali Imran and Surat Baqarah, whoever memorized that and act upon it, then hadith says that 2 clouds are going to cover them on the day of judgment, when there is too hot and people would be kind of drowning in their own sweat. So these surahs are going to give them comfort. They are going to shade them. So that's why you see it is not shafa'ata but shafa'atun. So there are some exception of shafa'a. So that is beautiful. So wal kafiruna humus zalimun, and the wrongdoers are the kafirun are the wrongdoers. So this is beautiful ayah. So I thought we can go through it. Okay, so what is next now? Okay, another tool of negation which is very unique and it's not hard. This is ma plus illa and in plus illa. Okay, so what happened? You're gonna see ma, and then you're gonna see illa in the same sentence, and same is in plus illa. So these are the 2 combinations. Look over here. In huwa illa dhikrum wa Qur'anum mubin. And when in plus illa, the translation you are going to do nothing but. Nothing but. This is the translation. In huwa illa dhikrum wa Quranum mubin. It is nothing but a remembrance and a clear Quran. So if you remove in and if you remove illa, you have a positive sentence over here. Huwa dhikrum wa Quranum mubin. This is a reminder or remembrance and a clear Quran. And when you add in plus illa, so this is become it's nothing but a remembrance and a clear Quran. Another example is ma antum illa basharum mithluna. So you all are nothing but human like us. So again, ma and then illa. So we are translating is nothing but. So this is another way to negate. Then we have more over here. In yaquluna illa katiba. So this is now jumla failure. So in come. In yaquluna illa katiba. They utter nothing but lies. So whenever they speak, only comes out is lie from their mouth. So nothing but lies. Jumla failure again. Ma ya'kuluna fi butunihim illa nara. Ma ya'kuluna. They do not eat or they eat nothing but fire. So they eat into their bellies nothing but fire. If you remove, these are talking about the rabbis. They used to kind of sell the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like someone come and they bribe, okay, I commit this crime, can you do something? And they just kind of make amendments in the ruling. So this is what it is referring to, that when they obviously they were earning money out of doing that. So that's why it says that they eat nothing into their bellies but fire, meaning that that money is kind of giving them the punishment of hellfire. Okay, then we have wama ala rasuli illal balagul mubin. The messenger's only obligation is clear conveying. Okay, wama ala rasuli. So ala rasuli is like referring to the responsibility. So the responsibility of Rasul is nothing but balagul mubin, like conveying the message clearly. So then we have some example over here. It says that first give non-negative version of the ayah and then translate negative version. So meaning that we need to remove this in and illa. So we have hiya hayatun ad-dunya. It is worldly life of ours. It is. So this hayatu is outside doer. This is the file. And this is our idafa hayatuna. And then ad-dunya is sifa of hayatu. Okay, so that's why we're gonna say worldly life of ours. It is worldly life of ours, meaning they are kind of saying that we have only this worldly life, there is no hereafter. Basically, this is what it is. So, but now we are going to put in and illa, and how we're gonna translate now? Our worldly life is nothing but this. Okay, then we have in tattabi'una illa rajulam mashura. So in tattabi'una, so how again tattabi'una rajulam mashura? That would be the positive sentence. Tattabi'una rajulam mashura. So they follow tattabi'una. Sorry, you all follow. You all will follow rajulan, a man, mashuran, the possessed one. So basically it is saying that if you follow this Rasul, then you are going to follow a possessed person. So in tattabi'una illa rajula mashura, you all will follow no one but a possessed person. This is how translation gonna look like. In yattabiuna illa zanna. So yattabiuna zanna, yattabiuna, they follow or they will follow azanna. Zan is like assumption, like your false assumption or even your desires, we can say. So yattabiuna zanna, they follow their desires or they follow their assumptions. In yattabiuna illa zanna, they follow nothing but their assumptions. In hum illa yakhrusun. Yakhrusun is again guessing. So in whom they follow, they do guessing. So they do nothing but guessing. So this is how it is. Now again, min zaida. This is another negation. Recall that zaid means extra, additional. The harfu zaida as a whole are haruf that can attach to an ism or a fragment without changing its role in the sentence, but adds a new shade of meaning. And in the case of min zaida, it adds the meanings not a single or any. So min zaida, how we gonna translate whenever we're gonna find min zaida, not a single or any. So this is how min zaida going to be translated. So let's see some example. So when there is jumla ismiya, so min zaida is going to attach to a mubtada. So look over here. Okay, these are not example of jumla ismiya, rather they are jumla failure. Okay, let's see jumla failure's example first then. Min zaida, in some negating sentences, min can mean any. Atahum nazirun. Atahum, ata mean come. Sorry, came, because past tense. Atahum nazirun. So nazirun is our outside doer. This is our huwa. Filun madin, failuhu huwa, and nazirun is our outside doer. So that's why you're gonna say a warner came to them. This whom is our mafulun bihi. Now ma atahum min nazirin. So now min nazirin, min zaida, we added over here. And now translation gonna be not any warner came to them, or we can say not a single warner came to them. Even we can say that. Not a single warner came to them, or we can say not any warner came to them. Both ways fine. Ma tasqatu warakatun. So tasqatu means fell down. Ma not. Warakatun is leaf. So tasqatu is failun madin. Failuhu here, because this warakatun is telling me that this is my outside doer. Okay, so that's why translation is a leaf. So this is my outside doer. This is a file. A leaf does not fall. So waraka is the doer. As you can see, it is being in rafa in status. Now, when I add, I wanna add, do negation, and I wanna add min zaida. So ma tasqutu min waraqatin. Not a single leaf fell down, but Allah knows. It says in Quran Pak. Subhanallah. Not a single leaf fell down from a leaf, from a tree that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't know about it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala know the counting of every single leaf on the tree. Subhanallah. So mim warakatin, imagine mim warakatin being in parentheses, the whole sentence is structure is rafa and the whole structure is the doer. So mim warakatin, basically the whole thing we are going that this is the file of ma tasqatu. Even though min is there, still we are going to label it as the file, because we know that this is min zaida. This is not our MB. K, MBF. Ma yu'allimani ahadan. They do not teach a person. Ma yu'allimani. So mani, they are two people. So both of them, they do not teach ahadan, any. Ma yu'allimani min ahadin. They do not teach any single person. Min ahadin. So min ahadin is still our file, not file. Okay, since this is our fail file is over there, and this is our mafulun bihi over here. So now this time this min is attaching to our mafulun bihi. Okay, then another point we need to see over here is so within a jumla failya, the min zaida will attach to either fail or mafulun bihi. We see this example already. Not any min that C can be considered min zaida. So these are the clues how we are going to kind of figure out min zaida. So there will be a negated sentence or a questioning sentence. The word following, it will be always common, okay? And the sentence should still make sense after its removal. If we remove min zaida, still the sentence will make a sense, okay? So look some example. Ma lahu qalamun means ma, not lahu, I have, sorry, he has qalamun, a pen. He does not have a pen. So lahu, if you guys remember, we did that jar majroor when it comes before, we kind of translation I have, we have, or over here it should be he has a pen. Okay, lahu qalamun, he has a pen. Ma lahu qalamun, he does not have a pen. Now we are adding min zaida over here. Ma lahu min qalamin, he does not have a single pen. Okay, and since we know this qalamun, so this is lahu is our MB K, and qalamun is our mubtada muakhar. So min qalamin over here is our still mubtada. We have ma fil bayti rajulun. So if we do not have ma fil bayti rajulun, there is a man in the house. Ma fil bayti rajulun, there is no man in the house. And now if I add min zaida, there isn't any single man in the house. Hal fil matbakhi akalun, is there food in the kitchen? So akalun, so this is question, MBK, this is our MBK, and this is our mubtada. So is there food in the kitchen? Hal fil matbakhi min akalin, is there any food in the kitchen? So this is how kind of min zaida work. Okay, then we have some more examples over here. One example is la yamlikuna kitmira. They do not have control over a membrane or surrounding of a date pit. Kitmir is, you know, we eat date, and when you open the date, you will see some white membrane around the pit. which is very thin, or some thread. So this is kitmir. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking to the people and those who kind of associate idols with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that these idols does not have any control over a membrane of a date pit even. So they do not have any kind of authority at all. So la yamlikuna min qitmir, they do not have control over a single membrane surrounding of a date pit. So they do not have even that much power. So insignificant thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about, that they do not have even that much power or authority. So now again something about min zaida. If the fail is lazim, so yesterday we were talking about lazim and mutaddi. If the fail is lazim, then that means it is not going to have mafulun bihi, right? So since if fail is lazim, then what's gonna happen, our min is going to be attached to a file because there is no mafulun bihi then, right? If a fail already has a mafulun bihi, an attached pronoun or pronoun, it will most likely be the file, because if already there is one mafulun bihi, so most of the fail, they take only one mafulun bihi. So if mafulun bihi is already taken, so then what's going to happen? Obviously it is going to attach again to a file then. If the fail already has an inside doer other than hiya or huwa, because hiya and huwa can have outside doer. So inside doer like lasta has anta in it, right? So then min zaida is certainly going to be attached with mafulun bihi in that case. So let's see some example over here. Ma tasqutu min waraqatin. So ma tasqatu min waraqatin. Over here, this is a file min waraqatin, right? Basically, it was tasqatu waraqatun, and then because of this min it becomes. So this is the example over here that it is going to attach with the file. Then ma lakum min zawalin. So again, it could be lakum zawalun. The positive one would be lakum zawalun. So that is going to be zawalun. So this is basically a mubtada. So min zawalin. So this is our mubtada. So basically this is attaching to a mubtada. And then wamas as'alukum alayhi min ajrin. So wama as'alukum, I ask you. So I ask, this is our felun mudariun, failu is nahnu, and this kum is our mafulun bihi, right? So min ajrin, so this ajr is another maful. So in this case, it is taking another maful over here. It is attaching to mafulun bihi. Then nasartu muslimina. So nasartu, I helped muslimin. I helped Muslims. Ma nasartu min al muslimina. So nasartu, this is fail file, and this is our mafulun bihi. I helped Muslims. And now ma nasartu min al muslimin. So this min is attaching to mafulun bihi over here. Okay, so I hope that is making sense to everyone. No worries, this concept is kind of need some brain cells. You need to be very strong on the previous learning, whatever we learned so far. So inshallah, if you keep revising, and you really make sure that you know all the previous concepts, then it will start making sense to you guys. So, we already did that, okay, in the previous slide, so you guys can look. And now we have some summary. So again, you're gonna look at it. So that's all. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna. Wassalamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. So you guys can ask me any question if you have regarding this lesson now.